had a friend, a colleague, maybe even a partner suddenly act in a way that surprises you? You thought you knew them well, and then out of nowhere something unexpected bursts out. Anger, jealousy, control, or maybe even kindness or a talent they've never revealed before. That's the shadow at work. The shadow is a term Carl Jung made famous. It describes the hidden aspects of ourselves, the parts we push down, deny, or refuse to acknowledge. And here's the thing, our shadow isn't only about the darkness. It contains both what we call negative traits like envy, rage, arrogance, and the positive qualities we've been taught to hide, such as creativity, power, sensuality, even joy. And why does this matter? Because whatever we suppress doesn't disappear. It hides, and when triggered, it leaks out and in ways that surprise us and those around us. And that's why the shadow can explain those moments when someone you thought you knew flips, withdraws, lashes out, or reveals a side you never expected. It's not always who they are at their core. It's what they've buried. Think about the traits you dislike in other people, the ones that irritate you most. Often that's a mirror of your own shadow. It doesn't mean you are the thing, but somewhere inside you rejected or disowned that quality. And now it's showing up outside you to get your attention. For example, if you can't stand arrogance, maybe part of you was taught never to take up space, and the shadow holds your confidence. If you always feel triggered by lazy people, maybe your shadow hides your need for rest. If you judge others for being too much, perhaps your shadow's holding your own bigness, your own voice. And for me, this has happened when I've found someone's behaviour overly loving and giving, almost a bit showy or over the top. And it's triggered me into judging that person for being too much. It seemed fake to me. And at the time, I didn't realise it, but reflecting back on it, I see that it triggered me because I wasn't so open in public to show my appreciation and love for others. I found it difficult. And it wasn't that I didn't care, but I didn't feel comfortable enough to show it because it had been rejected in the past. And so I'd buried it. And there's so much love to give, but something needed to crack open that part of me. So how do we work with the shadow? First step is awareness. Catch yourself when you're triggered. Instead of immediately blaming the other person, ask, what is this showing me about myself? Is this something I've hidden, denied, or disowned? The second step is compassion. Shadow is not the enemy. It's part of you that was pushed away, usually to keep you safe when you were younger. It's not bad, it's unintegrated. And the third step is integration. And that doesn't mean letting your rage run wild or celebrating harmful traits. It means finding the hidden wisdom inside them. Jealousy might point to a desire that you've ignored. Control might reveal where you feel unsafe. Even shame can point to a value that matters deeply to you. And working with the shadow is not about erasing it. It's about shining a light on it so it doesn't control you from the dark. And here's the deeper truth. The shadow also holds our hidden gold. The gifts we've buried because we were told we were too much. The talents we were mocked for. The passions we suppressed to stay safe. So yes, the shadow explains why people surprise us, why we surprise ourselves. But it's also the key to living more fully, more authentically, and more compassionately. And the next time you feel triggered by someone, pause. Ask yourself, is this a mirror? Is this my shadow calling for the light? Because when you bring awareness, compassion, and integration, the shadow is no longer a monster in the basement. It becomes a guide, a teacher, and sometimes the keeper of your greatest gifts.